One Piece, every member of the Vinsmoke family, ranked according to likability. One Piece's Vinsmoke family is a powerful family of assassins, but who among them is the most likable? The Vinsmoke family is a powerful group that once ruled over the North Blue centuries ago. Known to be a family of assassins, they have always included some mighty powerful characters, and even though they don't rule the North Blue anymore, they're still incredibly strong and rarely ever fail their tasks when hired. The Vinsmoke family played a major role in the whole Cake Island arc of One Piece, where most of the family members got great exposition. Here are all the members of the Vinsmoke family ranked by how likable they are. 7. Vinsmoke Judge. Judge is the leader of the Vinsmoke family and the current commander of the Germa 66. He's one of the most despicable characters in the One Piece story, evident from the fact that he experimented on his unborn children and stripped them off most of their emotions just so he could use them as weapons. He also led to the death of his wife, Sora, who did her utmost best to protect her children. When his experiment on Sanji failed, he made sure to make his life a living hell and even declared him dead just so nobody could ever find out about the failure of the Vinsmoke family. Without a doubt, he's the least likable character in the Vinsmoke family. 6. Vinsmoke Neji. Neji is the third child of the Vinsmoke family and he, unlike Sanji, is a successful experiment of Judge. Consequently, he has had his empathy taken away from him and he only serves the purpose of a war machine. When it comes to his nature, Neji is a bully and he never held back in trying to hurt Sanji. What makes him even less likable is the fact that he beat Cassette, a chef of the Vinsmoke family, to the point where she lost consciousness. He also blackmailed Sanji so that he stopped resisting and beat him to his heart's content as he was defenseless. 5. Vinsmoke Yanji. Also known as Winch Green, Yanji is the fifth of the Vinsmoke children. Just like Neji and Ichiji, he's born with great powers, such as an exoskeleton that has hardened his skin to the point where regular bullets can't even pierce him. Furthermore, Yanji has the ability to manipulate his left arm as a witch, and he has insane physical strength. In terms of his character, he is often described as someone callous and, at times, even stingy. When taking his powers into consideration, he's not as interesting as his brothers, which affects his likability to quite an extent. 4. Vinsmoke Ichiji. The eldest son of the Vinsmoke family, Ichiji is also known by the epithet of Sparking Red, which comes from him being able to manipulate the powers of energy blasts. He's an incredibly powerful character and often steps in to lead the family in absence of his father. While his leadership qualities are decent, he's also a victim of Vinsmoke Judge's vile experiment and thus can hardly sympathize with others. He's just as bad as his brothers Neji and Yanji, and just his presence alone was enough to send shivers down Sanji's spine. What makes Ichiji slightly more likable than them is him leading the Vinsmokes to the defense of the Straw Hat Pirates towards the end of the whole Cake Island arc. 3. Vinsmoke Sora. The wife of Judge Vinsmoke, Sora was quite possibly the only sane person in the family back when the Vinsmoke children weren't born. She was an incredibly kind person and it was her kindness that passed on to Sanji and made him the person that he is today. Sora was an incredible mother and she loved Sanji and Reiju fiercely. The fact that those two were human made her happy. Sora was strong-willed, enough to risk her life in an attempt to save her children from Judge's experiment, and for that, she takes her place among the greatest characters in the One Piece world. 2. Vinsmoke Reiju. Reiju is the firstborn child of the Vinsmoke family and unlike the others, she wasn't experimented upon before birth. As a result, she can feel emotions to a certain extent. However, Reiju was later experimented upon to make her stronger, and this has led to her quietly following every order of her father. She played a massive role in the whole Cake Island arc of the series, during which a flashback reveals that she helped Sanji escape from the torture of the Vinsmokes. In the present timeline, she, once again, helped him find his way to Luffy and told him to treasure what his mother sacrificed her life for. Reiju is a highly likable character, and in the future, she'll likely play a bigger role in the story. 1. Sanji. Sanji is a former member of the Vinsmoke family and he is the third son of Judge and Sora. The medicine that Sora took to protect her children only worked on him and thus he was born with human emotions. The fact that Sanji's kind behavior was encouraged by her mother made him into what he is today. After escaping from the Vinsmokes, Sanji ended up finding Zeph, his father figure. He eventually set out on a journey to find the All Blue with Luffy and became the chef of the crew. Sanji may be a monstrously powerful fighter, but his biggest asset is his kindness, along with everything else that Judge deemed him to be a failure for.